So these are the 10 of them. And I will break each one of them down. You can see their names: safe isolation, walk the line, apply procedures, that kind of stuff. Sustain barriers, control ignition sources. So I'll break down each one, and I would give you examples of how that can, how we can actually apply them. So the first is we respect hazards. You're working on an oil and gas facility, or you're processing complex chemicals. You need to understand that these chemicals are very, very, some of them are very, very toxic. You have H2S hazards. You have just normal chemical hazards, that stuff that you're not supposed to breathe. Phosgene, they're just a long list of them. And you want to be able to respect those hazards because, hey, you're adding pressure, you're adding lots of heat to them, you're taking them to temperatures over 100 Celsius, 200 Celsius. You are keeping them in pressures over, 10 bar, 1,000, so 1,000 PA. So you want to make sure that, you respect that process. So improve our understanding of process safety hazards at our location. We have them through toolbox talks. We have risk assessments. We want to enlighten people about this process safety hazards. Also be vigilant about potential impacts of uncontrolled process safety hazards. You have to watch those. And then discuss process safety hazards before starting a task. Any task. You want to break open a flange, you want to start up a pump, you want to clear out a strainer. Be aware of the hazards that arise from that task. And also bring process safety hazards to be included in activity risk assessments. So this is the first one. We respect hazards, meaning, you don't want that complacency of we're just walking, we're just getting, you've worked there over 10 years, on a site over 10 years. There's a tendency to become really relaxed and look at it like, hey, stuff can never happen. But we have facilities that have been operating for 20 years, and then one day stuff goes boom, unfortunately. So we want you to always come to work with that mindset that I'm working in a hazardous environment, and I need to know that and have that at the back of my mind when I come to work. An example is you're doing a hydro test on a line, and while you're doing that, you do a job hazard analysis, and you notice that one of the clamps during your hydro test is loose, and it's not hold. It's one of the clamps to hold your pipes in place is loose, and stuff is shaking or vibrating. You're having vibration hazards. You can actually stop that job and look to have it fixed, because it could lead to a potential rupture, because when you're hydro testing some lines, you go to very high pressures. Also, another scenario is, a vessel that contained hydrogen sulfide. You're having H2S in a vessel, and then you just do a basic ventilation. You open it up. You don't purge it out. You don't try to ensure that do some gas testing. You don't treat it as a hazardous atmosphere, and you don't do a gas test